affection, that's what you do. It's all lies when your friends get too close to you. Lies, deception is your favorite tool. Easy men with the gold are your favorite fools. Every time you get started, the body parts begin to fly. When the hearts have departed and you buried all those frozen things. She's the Snow Queen. Intoxication is all you know. Smoking coke in the dope, you shoot in your bowl. The party's over, now you roll. By your teeth you were gone, but you can't let go. Every time you get started, the body parts begin to cry. When the hearts have departed and you buried all those frozen minds. She's just a Snow Queen. Destruction, do you sleep at night? In your veins is a blood that's like that cold ice. You're singing everybody high. Spit your rap circle dry like a spider do. Every time you get started, the whole body parts begin to fly. When the hearts have departed and you buried all those frozen souls. She's the Snow Queen.
All right. Let me put myself up here. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the 57th edition of the Community Pulse. We've got another fantastic show lined up for you. A lot of great people in the chat, I can tell already. As you all know by now, we have Rainfield Music and his son, Dave R. Wayne. If any of you did not know that connection there, you do now. And we're going to get to know them both a little more. We have JJ Folk Punk as the co-host tonight, and we'll get him on in a few seconds. And that opening track was the latest from Dynamite Throw and Jaded Soul, which is also known as Unshackled Spirits, also known as Sal Caruso. What a fantastic collab between these two brilliant talents. I just had to have them on. I know they've been getting a lot of play this week, and rightfully so. And yeah, so a fantastic track. When you guys put it up on BANDCAMP, I'll be purchasing it. What do we got? We got the notable streaming channels. We got Jade Star every Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. The times have changed, so take note of the new time. So it is now, she is on now at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Independent Money every Friday at 8 p.m. That time has not changed. 15th Band every Thursday is still on at 9 p.m. Welcome back. Last week was his show. He was away for a while. It was a great show. Chad Freeman had taken some time off, but I believe he's back this Sunday at 11 p.m. with the Ham Sunday on Sunday. We have Francis and Ian. They brought back an old show they had years ago, well before I came into this community, and it's titled The Replay, and it's on every other Sunday, so which means this Sunday at 8 p.m. Thomas Christ, You Rock Show, every Wednesday at 7 p.m. We have a special announcement, and I'm going to get Folk Punk to announce that, as he is lead mod on his show. Every Wednesday at 7 p.m. now. So the hours, they've gone ahead an hour. So it's 7 p.m. on Wednesday. That's the You Rock Show. Submit your music. I can tell everybody in here is very familiar with. Hey, Chad, welcome. And then we have Pete John with Your Music Live this weekend, this past Sunday, yesterday. He celebrated 250 episodes. That's pretty darn cool. And yes, I'll say it. I was on number 83, the first one. Every Sunday at 7 p.m. Same deal like Thomas. You fill out a form, submit your music. It's that easy. For those of you watching on replay, you want your channels to grow, follow these channels that I'm shouting out, and your channel will 100% grow. And then we end off with Lori's Mishmash, my sister, my cousin, a fantastic friend to so many of us. Many of us agree that Lori is the glue of all these communities, and we're going to miss her tonight. But, you never know. She might just surprise us and show up. Yeah. So I'm going to bring on Folk Punk now. I do want to welcome, while I'm bringing on Folk Punk at the stage, I do want to say hello to a few people. The Dom Fathers in the house. Snooks. Thank you, Snooks, for all you do. And DJ Big Red, you guys rock. Snooks will be dropping all the links for these artists tonight. And DJ Big Red will be doing everything all by himself. Souza Palooza, great to see you. Hetriani, Cubic Lover, Martin Kelly, Chad, Justine, Sal, Unshackled Spirits. We've got Joey. Thank you very much. You know what I'm talking about. Doorways into Music.
Hey, Dynamite.
Brenda. Yeah, Dynamite Throw. Thank you. Freedom Redbird Brenda, great to see you. Hobbs, it's been a while. Great to see you, my friend. Hugh, look at this. We got so many great people. Sonic Grace in the house.
Jerry Gomes.
Jerry Gomes. Am I way behind? Abe the Band. Awesome track you released this week, brother. All of them are great. Bonfire. I believe it was his birthday last week. If you can confirm it. Zach, my Canadian brother, is just a couple hours down the road. I think Rich, awesome to see you. Ali Patches is in the house. I just joined Ali's channel, became a member. A great channel. Please check her out. Follow the link. Her and Rich New Designs have something really cool going on. I had to subscribe. To become a member. I think I'm going to stop there. Linda Jean. I'm not going to stop there. Not when I see Linda in the house. Holy smokes, I'm way behind.
Dom.
Right.
See Dom?
Yeah, I said Dom. And Dom's
I'm terrible. I can't
show.
type and do this on this side at the same time.
Yeah. No, that's cool. All right, let's get on with this. Before I play the featured channel for this week's show, I know Thomas reached out to us, and you've got the announcement all set up. We've got a couple other announcements to add. I'm going to throw them in that were just given to me a few hours ago. So we're going to throw it into the up and coming shortly. But right now we have Thomas who sent us something.
Yeah, Thomas has a new Tuesday show starting tomorrow, the 8th at 7 p.m. Eastern, and it's called Make It Rock. Building off of You Rock. He'll be showing his FL Studio projects for his new album, one track per week, and talking about some of the production techniques used and why. He'll cover other studio topics as well once all of the album tracks episodes are completed. So that's Tuesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern on Thomas Christ's channel starting tomorrow, the 8th. And You Rock on Wednesday moves an hour back for its start time.
Welcome, Sheena Sales. Thank you, JJ. That sounds like a lot of fun. So that's tomorrow night at 7 p.m. This week's featured channel. An amazing, unique, talented individual.
Masterful.
Yeah. It's just, every song is just rock and roll, and it's so fun. I mean, his style, me personally, there was this band, and now I forgot the name of the band. I knew I would. I knew I should have, because I remembered again. Pulling Muscles from a Shell.
Yeah. 45s and singles and under. Yeah. No, I can't. Squeeze.
Now, I don't like comparing artists because we all have our own sound. I'm compared to other artists and stuff like that, some of my songs. We all have our own unique sound, but I used to love that band Squeeze. Yes, Real Justine, thank you. And and that's the same feeling I get when I listen to any of Gordon Lee Weaver's music. So do you have anything to add to that? Silver Girl, great to see you.
The thing that connects a lot of that for me is it's an upbeat. I'm trying to think now if I've ever heard a Gordon song that was a slower song. His are usually an upbeat song. But the thing that stands out most is his songs. Each one is like a master's class in music theory. It just boggles the mind, and not just his knowledge, but his ability to like create things within that knowledge and not just like know that stuff. Wow.
Sweet. All right. I'm going to play the song right now, but I see a few new faces in the chat. Any new faces, please reach out to any one of us, whoever you're familiar with. whether it was one of the mods or myself on my channel or DJ, send me an email, and I will shout out your channel. I'll take the time to go listen to it if I hadn't. In some cases, I haven't checked off the notification bell, so maybe you are putting stuff out and I'm missing it. Please send me an email. It's on it's on this channel, and we'll make sure that you get known out there. Great to see you all. All right, our featured channel, Gordon Lee Weaver. Let's give it a spin, and please go support these artists. This is now live on my channel.
News spreads round town. New band, new sound. Tube land near here. Seats snagged, bumped, glad. Kids winning, cut short sweet dreams. Tough Monday, new duties, but no more pay. Rush deadline, no warning, contracts to sign. Is it beast? Only seen near the trees. Shooting out, horrid smell. Suspect trees with greenies. Big brown head, freakish sight. Hug the kids, walk the dog, pet the cat, watch the game. Happy home, quiet. Just down my street, there lives a lady. People tell me never ever leaves her house until the sun has set and we are. How they couldn't pay the same every day. How fake people stay. The whole life spent dreaming, preparing and hoping. Keen focus, one passion, number one obsession. Extreme loud traffic grinding, same every day. Engines winding, but that's okay. I'm looking forward to rock and roll, to play, to play. Gone Friday night.
Woo! You're muted. I don't think I can unmute him. You're
Well, you know what? I'm glad I was muted because I just stepped all over my tongue and nothing came out right, but it's okay. Way to go, Gordon. It was absolutely spectacular, and it was a lot of fun creating the montage. thank you to JJ and DJ Big Red for all your help in creating all these montages. And also, DJ Big Red, if you can post your link, also has this montage on his channel. So please go offer up some support. And JJ and DJ aren't just here for their good looks.
Good thing.
They're here because they really do this show justice. They do a lot of work. I often get a lot of emails and messages on how great I'm doing. I really try hard to make it clear that this is a team effort. I love you both. Thank you. All right.
I got to say, man, Gordon's layered vocals are so distinctive and amazing. The complex compositions that are made to sound fun. And, you were talking about Squeeze, but what playlist I would put him in next to would be Sean Needham, Bittersweet music. That same kind of complexity that, like, you're attracted to it when you hear it, but almost like jazz, you can listen to it on an intellectual level, like, whoa. But love that stuff. Awesome.
So the channel will be pinned at the top of the chat, as we do every week for the featured channel. And please go offer up some support, show some love. And that's it for that segment of the show. JJ picked a song as the co-host, and he wanted something that's going to relate to these two fine talents and gentlemen that we have coming up. Why don't you tell us a little bit about We Are Rolling?
So this is actually something that was resurrected from cassette tape, and it has an intro that the cassette tape was actually recorded in 1985, almost exactly. It's dated in there, but it was like early June. And it happened to be recorded at my friend's parents' house in the same small little town where these gentlemen hail from now. Amazing coincidence how things just all connect. So that was the prop costume connection piece of why I picked this song here. And it kind of talks about a future foreshadowing of what this community we have here became. So we're rolling.
I know. It's almost like you had anticipated. It's beautiful. You'll all catch how and I did want to mention that Rainfield Music backstage took a page from JJ's book. He's got his own costume, so we're gonna have a lot of fun. Also, geez, I just lost my train of thought. How old were you? Because I'm hearing an 18-year-old.
So it was 85. So it would have been, I
18.
Traveled through there after my sophomore year in college. Jetter, the other gentleman, was a year older than me. So yeah, I was still 18. I hadn't turned 19 yet.
Okay. All right. So listen and tell me if you all can spot JJ's voice. I could. All right.
Have you started there?
Yeah.
I was still writing. Well, that kind of gives it the live feel.
It's supposed to have a live feel to it.
What's the date?
6/10/85.
What we're going to do here is ad-lib a tempo. Right.
A new movement.
Yes, getting the emotional movement somewhat on its way.
Also a collection of amateur artists sharing their art through tapes. This is
Exactly.
Somewhere in mysterious backgrounds from all over, from around, in a field of grass they sit to worship.
Glory frowns while the flame still burns on the emperor's head.
The muse has come, the music is calling. The drum beats the eternal rhythm of life. Cannot get better than this.
Fantastic.
Those live shows we used to have were so fun. I'm on that music part. I'm really occasionally talking. Most of the time, I'm circulating through the audience, passing out homemade percussion instruments. Palooza would have loved this because we encouraged everyone in the audience to like shake something or bang something. We even had a microphone set up in the audience that we encouraged people to just wander up to and chant.
That's awesome. As soon as I heard that burp, I thought, there's JJ. I love it. All right. That was fantastic. Let me, you know what? I'm going to hold off on doing some shout outs because I don't want to keep them backstage too much longer.
Okay.
Should we play that little one track? No.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go. I'm going to do a little introduction track. And it's performed, written by Dave R. Wayne, and it's Feel the Same, recorded on a cassette, I think it was, in the park, raw, and check out this beautiful smile. It's the best way to start the show. I had to have it on.
To a brook, haven't you looked back at your face? It's something to see. If you don't know, don't you ask me. But I can't find the words to describe all the fun times I used to have. I can't find the words to describe all the fun times I used to have. To stab myself in the leg so I can feel the same pain I do in my soul. I'm told I'm cold. What's warm? Is it your coat? Is it the way they look at you when you got hope? We know the sunlight is free, and so is the air, the snow, and the trees, and the breeze. But I can't find the words to describe all the fun times I used to have. I can't find the words to describe all the fun times I used to have. To stab myself in the leg so I could feel the same pain I do in my soul. I'm told I'm cold. I'm told I'm cold.
Beautiful.
Right
How
on.
beautiful is that? Well, let's bring on our featured artist for tonight's show. Rainfield Music, Dave R. Wayne. Let me unmute.
Unmuted there.
There we go. What do we
Hey,
got?
look
What do we
at
got? Oh my
that.
God.
Evening, guys. Awesome. Dave, I'd say you did find the words.
I did.
Yes, you did. And we'll see tonight that you are a poet. You find the words in your lyrics all the time. It wasn't just that one shot there. Excellent. So yes, from the same geographic kind of locale, 40 years or so separated, but there we go. Great to see you guys. Evening, Steve.
JJ, I can't thank you enough for being for doing this with us, because you make everything so fun. Now I'm trying to kind of, use your cue, but so let's have some fun.
Yes, I love the ties. You guys, nice formal wear.
Oh, yeah, you like the bow tie.
Yeah.
RPF America.
Yeah, I tell you, when we were backstage Saturday and Susie Palooza came out and had the noisemaker thing, I thought, oh my God, she would have loved to be at these shows. We even would disassemble our couch and take the legs off the couch and let people use them as claves while they would play. And every one of those annual shows would end with that kind of thing. So yeah, she would have loved it.
Whoops, the splitter was kind of pretty good. Okay,
We're good.
Yeah.
I was babbling anyway, so it covered it.
All right. I am going to just so I don't get too far behind, I'm going to just do a few shout outs, 22.
Yeah.
And then we'll get right back.
Thing down.
So we've got the Community Pulse playlist. There's over 132 premieres and tracks and stuff like that please go check it out. It'll be artists that you may or may not have missed throughout the week. So yeah, and there's new artists. And I'm going to tell you, anybody that's supports my channel, I'm going to say 95% of them, if you go over, have a listen to what they've got to offer, they are going to come to your channel. This is what the community is all about. It's supporting one another, and as JJ and Thomas always say, is celebrating one another's music and other creations as well. So Phantom Agents, Clint, Enough Today, Lunar Vibe, Alternate Realities, Vintage Tones, For the Love of Wah, Johanna Lynn. This is an incredible artist, and I'm so glad that Mr. Smith featured her on the channel, Mr. Smith and Valerie, this past Friday, 8 p.m. It was a great show. Empirism, Some Looping Fun, Frank Mel, In the Twilight of Our Years, my friend from Italy, Andreana Amakuchi, Music Connects People, Music Deep Techno. Emmanuel Ferro, looks like we got a few Italians here. Another fantastic, brilliant artist. Cetus, Old Version. And he's got an album coming out too, so please check it out. Sorry, it just came out and I purchased it on BANDCAMP this week. Dell, a track called Talk. Anthony Ruffo had an awesome premiere, Rain Song, a Led Zeppelin instrumental cover. Colin Staton, I know many of you know Colin. Again, Colin, going back to episode number 83 of Pete John's Your Music Live, Colin was the first comment on my song. They've been telling you, a great premiere he just had this week. Fantastic song, so please go check him out of Montreal, Quebec, Canada. Pole Vault, featuring Sunshine Archer and Coleslaw Shaw, South of Heaven, Part 1 and 2. We've got Mary, put out Taylor Swift cover titled August. Adam Holtz, Kathy Short, and Herv Southman, put out a collaboration, a beautiful track called Broken Open. Please, please, please go check that out. Crowmaster, The Wanderer Infernal, Destroyers of Rome. Martin Kelly, new to my community, and a warm welcome to Martin. Always great to see you, my friend. Synthworks, Peaky Blinders theme song. And we'll finish this set off with Obsidian Snow. If I Never Sing Another Song, a Matt Monroe cover. Beautiful stuff.
Excellent. So much excellent stuff every week. Every week.
Starting with these two gentlemen.
I don't even know where to begin.
Well, JJ is going to begin. Between
Yes,
you guys and your costumes, and I just love it. Can I see those eyebrows again? I actually thought it was your eyebrows.
Well, you know, Dave's got his rhinestone.
Like a
cowboy.
rhinestone cowgirl.
Oh,
Just for you guys.
Yeah, there you go. Awesome.
Susan Palooza's got a pair. She's gonna make an
got a
appearance
pair.
at some point here.
It's a good thing I have notes, because otherwise I'd be just like, whoa, what was I thinking?
oh.
There we go. Hello,
And that
good
is
to see you.
Palooza, ladies and gentlemen.
Hi, Snooks.
Everybody has to get in a high snooks.
Hi, Snooks.
Hi, Snook.
Hey, snooks.
And you know, I think I sometimes I forget what I talk about backstage, and if I've already mentioned it once we've been live. But that again just reminded me of the beauty of what we have here tonight. The family, you know, it's like when we had Generations with Jay and how touching that was. It's the same thing here tonight. And Steve is a parent that I really have to give kudos to, because not just are you someone who has supported your son and helped him, you know, move into recording, and we'll talk about that with, you know, some of the albums that you helped him do, but you also jam with him, and to see when you guys sit down there in that spot we're looking at right now and you're jamming away, and like you said, you guys, it's like he finishes your sentences, you know, musically. It's just a natural, organic, down home kind of thing. I love it.
It doesn't get any better. It really doesn't get any better.
And the first song that we have here tonight is actually from Dave's first album, right here. All right, that's the first one, correct?
That's the one. Yep.
Yeah, and this one was recorded live in basically one day.
Basically one day. Overdubs we did do on a second day. And the thing with what happened before he did this album is he was busking in Nashville and in Memphis and at open mics everywhere. So he had these songs, you know, polished and ready to go. So we went in the recording studio. He just boom, 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 and it was done in a day, literally.
Excellent. And you know, the authenticity of it really comes out in the minimalist. You know, it's you and a guitar, and that's why, you know, this is a perfect cover, because I think it right there sets the whole mood of a man and his guitar. And that's it. You think of all the singer-songwriters when you would hear that term, this is a perfect example of that. So and I believe, listen at the end of this one, I talked about how you would play with them. I believe you're featured on first position rain stick.
I'm featured on this one playing the rain stick. It was not a very difficult part.
I love it.
Very cool. So yes, let's hear Blue Gray.
Blue Gray. Let's do it. Sorry. I'm messed up. Right. You already called it. Blue Gray. Let's have a listen.
at you and laughed and quickly got back on my feet. With a girl like you, it's hard to imagine anything as sweet as the sun. Thank my lucky stars for working out this compromise. I couldn't find another heart to leave my gray blue skies. It's time to unravel my greatest mystery. I couldn't see it though, you were born to see all the tyranny, immobility, all the gravity that's been pulling me down, 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 down. There's no time for anything, no time for raveling, no time to do it right. I'll count on you tonight. This is time, 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 time. Time, 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 time. Time, 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 time.
Wow.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Absolutely. Let me unmute our guest and bring him back on.
The
Wow.
future's so bright, you need a welding mask. Love it. Love it.
Right.
So-
Yeah, exactly. The future's so bright, the shades aren't even cutting it anymore.
You know,
Well said.
I think it was Justine who mentioned a George Harrison thing went
Yeah.
through when she was hearing that. And you know what's funny is, especially one of the last songs we're going to hear, at times I almost hear an English accent in your voice, Dave. And
I always
you know,
Yeah.
I always said I had kind of like ties to that. People didn't believe me. I didn't mean like family. Like I know those. You know, it's those. It's not. It's like the different bands, Pink Floyd and all those British bands. I've always loved, even as a kid. You know.
yeah, it's funny because you know you're not from the English Isles or anything. But
No, I'm not from the Isles.
you can hear that, and it's so cool. You know, it's the same way that other singer songwriters, their voice can really the not just the notes they're singing, but their tone and the way they deliver the words sometimes really adds an extra sense to it, and you do that a lot, and I heard it in this one, and of course that wonderful rain stick at the end there. What was the inspiration to put a rain stick in there?
It represents the time the time flowing is the what was the idea.
Yeah, almost like a brook, kind of the sound of water in a brook, you know, that it kind of moves on and keeps moving.
Or if you have one of those hourglasses, you know, you flip over the hourglass, if you could actually hear that, you know, that was the idea. Time trickling through our fingers, as we all are well aware that's what time
gives
does
it a
very
new
well.
kind of
It trickles right through our
feel to
fingers.
I was wondering if it might have even been something like you were sitting there as he was recording and you just started doing it and happened to be on the mic. And then
I don't think he remembers it, but he was doing Boy Scout stuff, and he had family over too while I was cutting that song. Like not the professional album, but me just writing it and playing it, and like practicing it, you know.
And was that rain stick in it all along or just at the recorded version?
Yeah, that's a good question.
We both don't know.
Have to go back and check those cassettes in the shoebox.
Check
we
the
have,
memory
we have
box.
a shoebox of CDs, and well, when we get to this first CD, it was recorded like it went like that.
It was a real quick recording. Didn't take us long at all in the studio.
The second one we recorded the body of the song, and the studio gave us a CD of what we had every week. Well, we did twice a month, so every 2 weeks we took what we had, and it evolved while we were recording it. What do we want to put here? A guitar, drums, and then the next studio session we had all written down. Okay, guitar on this part, and
very cool. The real thing. Yeah.
Real deal. Yeah.
Well, before we get to some shout outs, there was just one more question I had about that, Dave.
Oh,
were
yeah,
you
I'm having a lot of fun in the chat. Man, it's moving, guys.
Were you using an alternate tuning on that, or were you just doing some different voicings, like with a capo or something, to get that sound on the acoustic?
Well, at first it was a C, D, and E minor progression, but then I added the E bass notes to it, and it became completely different chord, like really kind of bassy sounding and like manly sounding kind of thing.
Well, and what I noticed is you were playing the chords, but you were kind of bending the whole chord.
Yeah, it was kind of like maybe like to complement the song, because I had first it was time, but
it gave a lush sound that didn't sound like just a C, D, and E minor chords.
It was like bending time almost, you know, like how they do it in the Matrix, where he's looking at the spoons. They're bending the spoons, and it was like that kind of thing.
It had a magical quality to it. Totally. Yes.
That's awesome.
Excellent. Some more premieres this week, Frank?
Oh, yes. So, as you all know, Amy Wallace is going to be, we featured her on the Toto cover that we did a couple weeks ago. She is going to be on a collab that we did for the charity album, which we're going to touch base in a bit. Amy Wallace put out an album called Hall of Gods. I mean, you got to check this all out.
Josh's birthday yesterday.
Yeah, it's awesome. Gordium 85, aka Pseudoscience. Science.
Saw it somewhere.
Roque Villaneda with Gumdala. David Joshua, Awestruck. We got Cubic Lover 1972. Did a for Lori's backing track challenge. Gary Moore blues backing piece. Nora's guitar channel. Set It All, a great channel to go visit again if you're a beginner. It's fantastic stuff he has going on there. Mark Tanner, The Reason, Amateurs, Heavy Feathers, Plucked Up Mix, fantastic stuff. Herman LeService. We got a little taste of Herman last week. So
I haven't
great
heard
to
from
see.
Herman in a while.
Yeah, it was
Likes
great
his
to see
biscuits
him.
and gravy.
Yeah. And Tony McGreal, Sharing Secrets, Scary Garcia, Elation, John Lemon and Lemonade, Reawakened. I mean, this man is a true poet. Like, no, literally poetry with backing music. It's just absolutely beautiful. You must go see this. Small Town Girl and Bob Clements. You were me and I was you. A fantastic song there, as well as Rose Ackerman. Can I Find You? Colorful Energy, Starlit, Zigzag. The Skeptics, Tremor Bear, and Ian Luckett. A track called Never Give Up, another fantastic collaboration between these two amazing talents. Take Two drum covers, Walk Softly. Michael, aka Zealand, Poison Pen. Sonic Grace, I see you in the chat. Something beautiful. Please go check out Sonic Grace's channel, an amazing supporter of so many of our channels. A good friend, a great bassist, Dave, Diamond Dave. Something got me started. Simply Red bass cover. Just fantastic stuff. You would enjoy him. I don't know if Dynamite Throws ever came across Diamond Dave. You would really appreciate his talents. The Padded Pedal Room. Everything Reminds Me of You. It was a collaboration with Mark Wade. So I've put both links are going up. Please go check them out. Jim Bear, Rusted Heart, and the Falcro put out something called Plant Update Week 2. So please go check out the Falcro. I can stop there.
Awesome. Awesome. So our next song, which I have to admit,
Oh, here, pass me my guitar, Dave.
when you sent us the songs, you sent us an extra song in case, give us a chance to pick from them.
This one's
And this one I thought was an extra because it's called Option 5.
oh yes, that's
And I'm like, oh, this. And then I'm listening, I'm like, oh, that's the title. So yes, our next
is that
song.
why you said he gave us an option?
Oh my god.
Man, we're on the ball.
Yeah, we're so professional.
oddly enough, I've made 5
Abby.
guitars now, and the 5th one got titled Option 5 because it just sounded like a good title.
I love that. Can you hold that up for the camera? Very cool.
It's got
It's
a
rusticy.
yeah, it's kind of rusticy. It's got a 5 centavos. You probably can't see that.
Yeah, yeah.
Epiphone humbucker, and it's just a Squire parts thing, but fun.
Yeah, awesome.
Option 5. Want to hang that back up?
Play the brown notes, man.
Very cool. So yes, Option 5 is our next song, and it's off of the second album, which if you guys can get a look at this cover, it is like a totally cool mosaic.
It's fantastic.
There of I think Dave, you said this was kind of a symbolic of your mind when you're creating. Did you say something?
Completely cushioned in and cushed.
Yeah, love it. And this album, where your first one was kind of a stripped down acoustic and singer one. This one has some more instrumentation on it. And you mentioned like you were listening each time you would go to the studio, you come back and you would build the songs as you would listen to it. So that makes sense that this has more in it, but it's still the lyrics, the poetry of the lyrics still keeps it on that singer-songwriter level, because the words your dad had mentioned that in some of the songs, like, this is a good one to show Dave's poetry, but they all do. So yeah, and I have to say, so I grew up on the East Coast, and I live now in Wisconsin, and everything here is off of the interstate, I-94. And it just bugs me because I grew up on the East Coast, which it was I-95.
95.
And you actually shout out I-95 in this song. Yes, I love it.
Wow.
So here we have option 5.
All right, let's give it a spin.
It just is. But you're coming through, so
No regret secrets. She was there with the red dress, and it could have been lost, but it's compliments and consequence. She was reveling in opposites when I caught scent of a perilous scheme wrapped around me. I was suddenly a dream. Was laughing all the time, and I'm stepping out of line, but I'm stepping in time. The world's collecting its debts. Don't regret secrets. The world's collecting all weaknesses. Option 5, the policeman sirens whirring past. I think it's gonna last. So we got communism in stocks and bonds. Come on, that's awesome. Couldn't go back around the fortress. Nazis trying for metamorphosis. I'll serve this. You can feel it, you deserve it. But I'm feeling rather purchased, like I'm going to the circus. But there's no one around us. Hide the clown face, that's the worst, no contest. And you could have been furious. Don't regret secrets. She was there with the red dress. She was looking through her purse. She was driving down Interstate 95. Quite alive, why don't you try to survive? Cause we were meant in all our pictures, and it could have been a lot worse. The world's collecting its debts. Don't regret secrets. The world's collecting all weaknesses. Option 5, policeman sirens whirring past. I think it's gonna last. The world's collecting its debts. Don't regret secrets. The world's collecting all weaknesses. Option 5, the policeman sirens whirring past. I think it's gonna last. Summer Sundays, mind's trickling down. I got a reason to hold on, a reason to hold on. Summer Sundays, mind's trickling down. I got a reason to hold on, a reason to hold on. Summer Sundays, mind's trickling down. I got a reason to hold on, a reason to hold on. Summer Sundays, mind's trickling down. I got a reason to hold on, a reason to hold on.
Thank you very much.
That was
Love that.
awesome. Let me
Dave,
just make sure I hit pause.
Someone wants to know if it's a auto harp. It is an auto harp. in
somebody did ask. That was Grandma's auto harp.
Oh, how cool.
So we got that. That's the 16-string guitar that your 24-string guitar that you hear. There's an auto harp. Yes, it was.
And Dave, you play all of the instruments on this yourself, correct?
Yes.
Like we hear the drums, which we'll hear you.
That. I just looked up.
I'll tell you. You want to know the story behind
The
that?
headphones and the
Yeah,
headphones
yeah.
at the same time. I don't know.
Um,
Si, senor.
sí, señor. Sí, señor.
So, what was the story behind?
Okay, I'm in the it's a group. I was in a nursing home, and I'm in between recording whatever the first or the second. I can't recall which one it was, but I was talking to someone on the phone, and we were smoking a cigarette, and I'm like, I want it to be like the first Foo Fighters album where he did all the tracks himself, and like how Beck does it too. You know, Beck, he does all of it himself. And I was like, I want that. I want my second CD to be like that, and that's how it got to be more produced and all that because it took more time to do that. But
that's so cool. You mentioned Beck there, and your smoothness of your delivery on that song. We talked a little bit how sometimes you have an accent to my ear. On this one, that smoothness of your delivery was very Beck to me.
Was it really?
Yeah, I really love it. And so you're playing the drums. We're going to hear a track at the end. You played drums in the band Soap, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. And it's amazing because, I'm a string instrument and I can play a little woodwinds, but piano with the two hands or drum with the two hands and the 2 feet, I can't coordinate all that. So kudos.
People always tell me they like to see me. I play differently. I don't play like right or left-handed. I just play like this. And people are like, well, it's cool to watch because you don't get to see that all the time,
Oh, that would cool. Be.
Yeah.
I could tap on a desk maybe, but boy, I can't get all those different things going at the same time. I've never been able to.
It's like working a gearbox or something. You get used like a manual transmission or something.
I have like an engine right there, but I can't. I just can't get it. Know.
Here's how bad I am. So GarageBand has this ability, if you're not sure of the tempo when you first open a session, you can tap the tempo. I do that, and the number never stays the same. It'll be 49, 62, 51. 50.
On a metronome?
It's because I'm not a metronome.
That's just the truth, man.
So it's not just me then.
No, I so respect
people. I did it as a young age, man. That's why I just absorbed it all up and just
awesome.
Boom,
Awesome. And you're a guitar player that we know already, but like on this one, I love that wah that you had going on there. Too, the wah guitar.
I've always loved the wah.
Very cool.
My wah's broken. One, and then that one's broken too. I don't know.
Oh, don't be a crybaby.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Don't be a crybaby.
Frank, you got some more shout outs there?
Yeah, I did want to welcome our new friend who found our channel, and Malky, welcome. You're in a great place, an amazing community. Anybody here, you'll be entertained. Everybody in the chat is a content creator on YouTube. Welcome. Glad to see you here. A special shout out to Seven Dust. Hadn't seen you. Great to see you again, my friend. And Hobbs, want you on the show. Love to have you. Great to see you. All right, so we'll continue with these shout outs. Alini Perez, as we know, every Friday she has her Happy Friday ukulele cover. This one is The Game of Love. Paws and Guitars, I met through Pete Johns, as many of the other artists here. Did a cover of the Coldplay, The Scientist. Sunshine Archer, Delirium. My phone is ringing. Dwight Bailey. We got Mr. Smith with the sound sessions. That's where I was mentioning earlier, where I heard Johanna Lynn was the featured channel there. It was just fantastic. Lugubrious Blues in A minor for Laurie, the improv. Stephen Ewert, Dude March. Stephen's just on fire lately. I'm glad to see him. Looks like he's feeling a lot better, and it's just amazing. Music Excellence. She's been around my channel and many others out there. I just wanted to give her a shout out. Emery Island, Robin Marie. Chris Lane Sr., did a video of a song Stronger, which was part of the charity Music for Life, or Charity for Life. I keep getting it mixed up. The Charity for Life, and he decided to make a video just to promote this new incentive that Russ has created, and we'll talk a little bit about that in a bit. Michael Atchison, great to see you again. Can't you heal my blues, baby? Abe the Band and Lime Wolf, an amazing track called New Low. Charlie Tombstone, Emotion. John Scher, Bounce. Paul, Rainfall. Robbie Stingle was at it again all week. Amazing releases. This one is Sunday Sounds. Johnny Zent, a brilliant drummer out of Spain. The Brotherhood of the Anarchist, an instrumental. Please go check that out. And he should be submitting to Thomas Christ, because it's, if you check him out, folk punk, you'll see what I mean. Dragon Orb Music, Shamanic. James Timms, Embers. Metalhead Hippie, Just Hanging, Nothing Special. And you know, when Hippie says just hanging, nothing special, there's silver lining there. He is preparing to do the final Hippies montage, and he made an announcement. And I do want to make a special announcement. Just because Metalhead Hippie isn't sharing our music, he is still out there creating content. Stop in when you see his post, say hi, because it's almost like you stop playing my music, man, I'm not going to your channel. I don't know, just saying. We can do whatever you want. Prince Prodigal. I always end the show with the Prince Prodigal release. Hot. Please go check out my friend Prince. We communicate often via email and by phone. He's a fantastic individual, a survivor like me, and like many of us out there. He's just got some awesome beats. Do you want me to do some upcoming before we move on?
Sure.
Okay, let's do it. Upcoming. We've got the Music for Life update. If you create music, get involved. Nice slogan, DJ. And there's a link there. To submit your mastered track, we have till the 14th, correct? Yeah,
yes.
We have till the 14th.
One more week.
1 more week. So please submit. That's what I forgot to do, Mr. Hubs. I will submit tomorrow. Yeah, it's an amazing incentive initiative that Russ has put together with the assistance of Jade Star and JJ and I, wherever we can help. I do want to shout out Crow Des Alexander.
I picked my nose today.
That we are just going to put this on pause for 1 second. That I met through Thomas Christ. He's currently working on a compilation album CD for public release. The Bound to be Bound project. So please go check that out. Flower Fest 25, Saturday, April 12th at 7:20. And I don't know how I missed it, but thank you, Ali Patches, for calling me out saying I didn't see your name on the list yet, Frank. It's like, oh. So I quickly jumped over and signed up. So it was pretty cool. So please check it out, 7:20. I will, Eastern time. I will be there, I think the second one on, so it'll be around 7:20, before 8 o'clock. Or wait a second. I don't know if that's right. I don't think it's 7:20 Eastern time. It's Pacific time, so I'll be on around 10 p.m. And then one more premiere that I want to shout out. Actually, there's a couple more, and I'm going to save this one. Dom Torregrossa and Chris Lane at the end of the day, so I wasn't able to put this on, so we wrote it down, but DJ has the links. Dom has a new show Sunday nights at midnight, so please go check it out. And Dom was kind enough, asked if we could promote some of the featured artists that we have on our show Monday. And so I'm going to create a little montage for Dom's show so he can promote these artists even more. And I told Dom, this isn't about our show. It is the Community Pulse is based on everybody. And if anybody wants to share any of my montages, you only have to download it. Just email me and I'll send you the montage. It's all about celebrating and sharing one another. So I'm glad to see you're doing what you're doing, Dom.
Excellent.
It's fantastic.
Right
Chris Lane is featuring Pete Johns this Thursday. So please go check out Chris's show. Why did I just forget? Happy Hour, right? Happy Hour? Ugh. What's wrong with me? Yeah, I think it's the happy hour.
Yeah.
Anyways, Thursday at 10 o'clock. I think it's 10 o'clock or 10:15, somewhere around there. So he is featuring Pete John, so it's going to be a fantastic show. And our mod, Mike and Don Genesi, long overdue, have a premiere coming up Thursday, this coming Thursday at 8:30 p.m. Strange Delight. I can't wait for this. It's going to be fantastic. They will be posting a little short, I think, tomorrow. So please go check out Mike and Don. Go over to the channel, hit the thumbs button and the notification. That'll help their channel immensely. And don't forget Thomas Christ tomorrow night at 7. We'll leave it there for now. Thank you for your patience.
Excellent. So our next song that we get to hear is a Rainfield music song. And this one, you know, he's so awesome. It still includes the family in the pictures, at least the home movies there. And yeah, this one, you want to tell us anything about Kaleidoscope Dream, Steve? Oh, do you have him muted?
Oh yeah, of course I do, because that's just what I do.
You muted my dad.
I muted Dad.
What happens when you want to be a silly goose is then you end up having grandchildren, and it really enables you. You know,
as crazy as you want.
Yeah.
So we just did silliness for days on end with the grandchildren, and it was fun.
Very cool.
And that was a song about our adventures. Yeah, exactly.
Excellent. Kaleidoscope Dream.
Yes, I won't change Snooks. I can't.
Won't you come with me to a place where we could see through the eyes of a child and be happy and truly free? I know there's a way to find a day we could sing, dance, and laugh and play. gingerbread castle and mountains of cream, lemonade river flowing through our kaleidoscope dream. Fairy tales come true. There is one for me, one for you. All those dreams, dream what you want to do. Yeah, I'll share my blanket beneath an autumn moon. All the fire is warm, but our time is much too soon.
Yeah. Wow.
Oh,
That is so beautifully played, sung, written. Absolutely amazing.
I love that one. You know, it's a psychedelic, blues-backed, classic rock vibe. Yeah, I have to ask you, Steve. So it's so sweet and gentle, but you know, I get a sense of longing. Is that longing that this time would be something that would last beyond childhood?
Always too short. Well, you know, everything that just time is flying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold the moon in your hand.
So many things. Yes. You know, our time is just too short. And you don't really even fully realize that till you start, you know, we have some gray hair going on, so I'm sure you get what I'm
You
talking.
can see it.
Oh
from
yeah. Yeah. I love it. And you know, with the video and the song together, you've created a time capsule for your family. That's beautiful. I think it was Snooks who said tender. That's the perfect word for it.
Yeah.
There's
Now there's a great message. Absolutely.
I have these ideas that, you know, we all need to take time to sit down and just be in the moment, even if it's just for a moment. There's some, you know, and take a deep breath and feel like, hey, this is good here.
Yeah. Yeah, the line, you know, come and share my blanket. You know, the real world is cold without a blanket.
Yeah.
Yeah, and well, and that's sharing the blanket by a campfire. I hope everyone's done that a time or two.
Beautiful.
That's gold.
Yeah.
Yep, can't beat it. And the grandkids, so cool, so cool.
Very well done.
Thank you.
Is it that time, Frank?
It is, but I'm going to do some shout outs, and we've got Doing for Others. Scotty Butters is in the house, and you are going to get shouted out. Very new to, I think, many of us. But Scotty has been around, a brilliant musician. Doing for others, Dan Anderson, Leni Perez, Read Between the Lines, Rebel Rocker, all these talents are constant with their sharing other people's premieres and stuff like that. We also have Feisty Feather, DJ Big Red, our very own, Crimson Crux, Queen Survivor, and Mike and Don Genesi also do the same thing, sharing out people's channels and premieres and whatnot, and DMing. It's just amazing what we do, and this is all like Rainfield said in that song earlier. The message I got from that is live like this is your last day, because you don't know that it's not. You know, be kind to one another. We're not here to judge. Forgive, forget, share. Just live. Mentions Valerie Bott, Fridays 2 p.m. It's Fridays has become insane. And we got Charlie Gabaldon, I think around 3:15. We got Independent Many United, which I'm shouting out again at 8 p.m. We also have Mr. Smith, I think, at 8:30 p.m. Go into Pole Vault and Sunshine Archer, another amazing two people. I just love them. They have so much fun on the stream, and I see Snooks, Pookie in there often. They're just beautiful people and a beautiful community to be around. And then it's followed by Lori's Mishmash Friday night hang at 12 a.m. We got Gary Hubbs, the Parking Lot Warrior, right after that. That's 11 p.m. Pacific time, 2 a.m. Eastern time. And I'll take the time now on the charity album. Ninth Gate has a song that we're submitting, and I just can't wait to share that out. Leela Verse comes right after Gary at 3:15 a.m. Midnight Chill. I want to shout out Peanut. I know how much Snooks loves Peanut, the Nut House. Please, please, please go check out Peanut at 10 o'clock Saturday nights. You will have a blast. And he'll involve you in a little story, nice little skits. Eh? It's just great fun. Niels Han Dynasty and SE Wolverines. They came over to my channel. I think it was through Independent Many United. There's two amazing content creators. Please go offer up some support. Amazing individuals. JM Unleashed, my Canadian friend. Every Monday at 5 p.m. It's got a word game, a nice little meetup. It's a lot of fun. Please go check that out. Rich New Designs, as I mentioned earlier, along with Ali Patches. Two amazing individuals having fun on their channels. It's just a lot of fun. Like tomorrow morning, I think it's tea with Rich and Ali. I think it is. I think Ali's still in here. Dom Torregrosa, as I mentioned earlier. Another new friend to these communities, Billy. A great channel. We have Axe and Nacho. Don't forget Axe and Nachos tonight at 11 o'clock. The Mix Club, Pompeii Music. Rhett, I hope you're doing well, brother. Rhett is back releasing some music, so it's pretty cool. Michael Songs every Sunday. And as I mentioned, Scotty Butters, Tuesday live music, Butters Tunes, No Tricks. That's tomorrow night. I don't have a time, but please go over, follow that link, and I'm sure we'll have the show all ready to go anyways. We'll just finish off with the last of the karaoke streaming channels and artists. There's a lot of great talent in these channels. again, great supporters of all of our channels. It's an opportunity for a lot of these supporters to go out and sing. We've got some amazing stuff coming out of Miss High and Pendar. Jovelda puts us every Friday morning, Eastern time, like 7 o'clock in the morning. She'll be live. Freedom Redbird Brenda has an amazing channel, and I'm trying to find some time to get up there. It's just I have to coordinate time with my wife sleeping. Shimmer Soul, Punk Media Karaoke. We got Mr. B's Music Addiction, Deb's Wood Burning, and Together We Are Family. I love you all. Keep creating, and just keep going. This is a fantastic community, and I'm so proud to be part of it. You're most welcome, Brenda.
It's a lifetime of entertainment every week.
Yeah.
2 out of 3 of that in my life. I appreciate them.
We're back, and I don't have a funny bit gig.
What I miss?
Oh,
Outrageous.
Yes, absolutely. Come say something. Well,
Yeah, I would love to have you on the show, Scotty. I really would. My email's in the on my channel.
say something about Jade's next song.
I can say something about anything, but I need this to go away.
They'll just dump it on the floor.
Hey, look, everyone! It's Palooza.
She is.
Hey,
And did anybody know that Sousa's
Yes,
a
she
Green
was.
Bay Packer
Hi,
fan?
everybody.
yeah. Thanks, Nuts, for supporting me.
and the
Hey,
Cubs
once again,
fan.
Is that all you know to say?
But I'm a Rainfield music fan.
Hey,
All right.
there you go.
I'm kneeling down on this chair because.
Where do I get a shirt like that? I want to purchase it.
Oh no, we'll send you one.
Look at I didn't realize they both. It's just a different color, but it's the
Yeah.
same.
Who needs a T-shirt?
Frank.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What
JG,
what
now I
what
call
color
you
is the one you got?
Yeah,
folk punk.
Dave?
either one will work.
Anyway,
Yes.
I just want to tell you guys, you know what? I've been with him almost 29 years.
Wow.
Him,
Wow.
you know,
So
whatever.
that's almost 30.
You know, whatever. We have
Whatever.
a 27-year-old son that is right now playing, and I haven't watched his game tonight. He's coaching in Indiana. He lives out there. And
Okay, this is the.
anyway, I just want to say that these two are freaking brilliant.
Yep.
Like,
Totally.
I watch them.
Thank you. Thank you.
Like,
Thank you.
you have no idea how much I watch them. I think you guys do know how much
Oh,
I
you're talking about them too? Oh, I thought you were talking about us.
These two
Hello?
producers.
And then I pick up the harmonica, and then he's like, Sue, you got this. And I'm like, no, I don't. And then I did it.
You were having fun, and it sounded good on that one that I saw.
Thank you.
I feel the passion in it, and I just want to say, guys, thank you for doing what you do with these guys. And
Most welcome.
Snooks, I chimed in, I jumped in. She told me
This was the Snooks challenge.
Snuggies.
yeah. She said if I did,
Snooks.
she was going to.
I love
Throw
it.
up. Where's your glasses?
Oh,
Do
okay.
Come on now.
Oh, he's got to get my glasses.
you have like a nice Elton John pair of glasses to
I wanted the
segue
big
into
one.
the?
Wear them. I'm gonna
These-
wear them.
We're like,
I'll put these on just for shits and giggles or whatever.
Looks like we're calling on pianists and
I want my
composers.
Let's
Yes.
jam with the pianist.
A perfect time for. This is the
I want my
time.
401k back.
Yeah.
I want it.
That's.
He wants glasses back. I want my 401k back. But
Say hi.
It's a 401k Saturday, but it's really a Monday, so I don't know.
All right, now it's time for the pianist segment.
all right. I love you guys. Take
All
care.
right, Susan.
Yes, it's like,
Bye.
So this is part of the show where we like to promote. We created a segment for the pianists and composers from our communities. It's just a few of them. There are so many out there, but we put together this little montage to celebrate their talents. And I personally think, as Thomas would say, criminally undersubscribed. And they don't get enough love. And the piano is just the heart and soul of music. I just love listening to it. And we've created a little segment called Pianists and Composers. And I'm glad to see that everybody's behaving, I think. And so let's...
for the pianist section.
There's a pianist out there somewhere. All right. Please go offer up some support. Isn't that just amazing?
Yes.
Yeah.
Awesome stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. Great talents there. I'm glad to see everybody's behaving.
you know, and I once
Just
again
because
really
Lori's not here.
Well, because Sue left
Oh.
the classes, so you know.
and that's interesting because I almost thought it was pent up last week, with people being polite with the young kids. So I thought this week might just be an eruption. But no, very, very, very nice. But then again, Laurie's not here.
Hey, these glasses cost $1.50 at the Walmart, and Sue didn't wear them for very long, so
Mine back on, man. I like these glasses.
Yeah, I do. I like Dave's there. Although Steve's, yours was perfect for segueing into Elton John material.
Elton John was on Saturday Night Live. Did anyone catch that? Wow.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, he's playing the piano.
And it was for real.
Elton John, the
Brilliant.
thing that amazes me most about Elton John is, Harley Davidson had their 100th anniversary recently, a few years back, and they were having this big concert, and there were rumors all over Wisconsin about Led Zeppelin is, the living members are getting back together for this big thing, and they held the name, and it turned out it was Elton John.
Oh, that's a long stretch from.
That's almost unfair.
Yeah.
Elton John. I don't know, like how people would react. I love Elton John.
Yeah, but if you're expecting Led Zeppelin
and
that's what they were hyping, Yeah. So our next song that we have, we're back to Dave's songs, and I think this next song, Tip Top Political, which is another off of this CD album, is really a perfect song for the day, for where we're at in time. And I also, as I was going over stuff preparing for this, I thought in my head as I listened to this, wow, this would work really excellently in a playlist right alongside Nick Apostolaris and Jerry Gomes. See if you think the same thing when you hear this. Do you want to tell us anything about where this came from, or
this one was the drums on this are great, and you use some really great diminished arpeggios in here. Yeah, but that's all I know.
No, I blatantly stole it from after Sid Barrett died from Pink Floyd. The founder of Pink Floyd. Yeah, I stole it from his what the heck is it? His journal or whatever it was.
The idea you stole.
It said tip top political joke grimace, and I cut the end of it, tip top political, and I stole it. I felt bad afterwards, but then it's okay.
You were inspired.
It's just part.
Let's not say stole, because
well, I didn't steal it. I borrowed it for instead
creative license.
Yeah. I mean, I hope it's okay.
It's okay.
It's not like he's the Eagles or anything. You're probably safe.
Whoa! Don't touch anything by the Eagles for sure.
No, the Eagles are good, man.
Well, I was more talking about their copyright.
Their copyright.
You can't play an Eagles cover even in the background of a show.
Yeah. Although I am kind of with the dude, but anyways,
the dude of life. Yeah. The dude of life.
I was talking about the Big Lebowski when the Eagles are playing in the card.
Oh, the dude abides, yeah.
I
dude
hate
abides.
the fucking Eagles. Anyways,
all right.
This is Tip Top Political.
You all gonna love this one. Dave R. Wayne.
Tip top, typical political lines. Quite easy to understand half the time. Let's go. She's got it, she's done it, always mindful. Tip top, typical political minds. Congratulations on that glass ceiling that you broke. I read about it on the internet, what a joke. Executive offices pushing women down. The only thing you see are downtown lobbies. Tip top, typical political minds. Not easy to understand half the time. She's got it, he's done it, always mindful. Tip top, typical political minds. Crash cymbals by aim, crash cymbals by aim. Dong, hit the drums. We're not done, we have not finished yet. This track isn't over, I'm not sober in the month of October. Tip top, typical political minds. Not easy to understand half the time. Let's go. She's got it, he's done it, always mindful.
tip-top, typical political minds.
Yeah. Brilliant. Let me
Dave,
bring us
you
back.
are a poet on the level of Dylan. I mean, that
Oh, my.
song right there, I put it up with Everything's Broken. It just love it. Awesome. Awesome.
Thank you for listening, guys. Thank you for your feedback about that.
And you know, that's the one where I was saying, you know, sometimes I hear like a British accent. That one, the Tip Top Political, the delivery was, you're like a man of a million voices.
Yeah, I just,
I just want to say you took away my thought. I'm in the middle here.
And it does have the Mark Knopfler vibe as well. Yep, I agree, Jeremy.
I think so.
Yeah,
I hold those two in very high esteem.
yeah.
And you know, you had mentioned that the inspiration from Syd Barrett, so it makes sense that you have his voice in there. So yeah, very cool. And you know, the melodic hook on that would be running through my head the rest of the night, except I know the next song we have from you is going to kick it out, and that's going to be the melodic hook running through my mind.
Let's check it out. I'm trying to.
Go ahead.
I'm just excited, man. That's all.
I'm telling you, JJ was so excited about the song all week. It's like you have to have this at the end.
Yeah, man. I'm glad. I feel good.
Could you run in after something, please?
So,
yes,
when
we didn't forget to remind you about the tie,
yeah,
because JJ's going to be spinning,
yeah.
dancing.
Wear a tie.
there's
There you go, Snooks. JJ's got the tie on.
in this song, Dave,
Yes.
creepy song, and this was with the band Soap.
So
When I first heard this, I believe it was You Rock. You had shared it on You Rock, and was there something about somebody in the band that has since passed away, or
Yeah, Sean.
my friend Sean, rest in peace. Sleep
and
good.
what did he play in this band?
He was the bass player. He was kid on the bass.
Okay,
We called him the
okay.
kid on the bass.
You know, you were all kids.
I was just gonna say you were all kind of kids, weren't you?
You were right out of high school when you did this, or maybe not even out of high school yet.
No, I was a couple years out of high school, but one of the guys in the band wasn't even old enough to play shows at the bar. We had to hope that, you know, they didn't kick us out and say, no, you can't play.
Right,
That's how
right.
young you were.
If you're somewhere that alcohol is being served, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Who was the youngster?
Ross was the youngster.
Oh, Ross was the youngster. Okay, yeah, okay, that makes sense.
But no, I mean, I didn't ever notice the genius behind Creepy Song or most of these Soap songs until way later in my life when I listened to it again and say, hey, I didn't ever hear that part before.
That's interesting. Very cool. It you know, you sometimes you think of, you know, like a fine wine maturing or something, but it's not so much the thing itself, but the perspective that matures. And this one, what attracts you now to this that didn't before? Is it the swing to it, or is it the lyrics, or what is it?
The guitar work is the most of it. The lyrics again are another thing, and even me on drums, I didn't really ever realize how good it was. You know, just the studio work and the live shows and the practice. We'd practice all it like once or twice a week, and what can I say? You know, it's a great time in my life. You know, you had to be there, I guess.
Oh, what a fun! You know, the one of the kids from Soap, the parents were farmers. They're farmers here in and they owned like 100 acres. So they had a festival for what, 10, 15 years down on the farm.
Very
on the farm.
cool.
music festival with 20, 30 bands and, you know,
Oh, I love
campers
it.
and all the fun stuff.
What did you call that in Canada? Field parties?
Palooza.
Field
Feel
party.
parties.
Yeah.
There's a song called "Feel" that we did.
And that was where it came from, was those.
Your headphones.
Because I actually, there's one more thing I wanted to say about Canada. The Niagara Falls are awesome.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, much nicer than the American side when you're at the falls. If you want to go hang out somewhere, go to the Canadian side. But yes, this really is one of my favorite songs that I think it's my favorite of yours, Dave. And I put it in that same category as I don't even know how to describe it, but Dynamite Throw, his band Head. The last song that he shared, I'm going to get the title wrong. I think it was Lonely. It had this same kind of people listening, you may want to clear some room so that you can wiggle and dance and move, because this thing it just gets you going.
All right, Snooks, you ready to swing? Let's do it. All right. Here's an amazing track, creepy song from Dave R. Wayne's band Soap, right?
Yes.
Yeah. All right, let's do it.
What happened here?
I struck my hand with this knife. I can't see what's right. Will, does this bother you? Well, I'll give it to you. My tongue just licked my brain. Better check if I'm sane. My feet sure like you, but there are only two.
I wonder if JJ's okay.
You rock him a little too hard.
I'm a little dizzy. Yeah.
We saw you. You didn't notice we had you up a couple times.
My eyes were closed. Oh, I
shit.
love that. Oh,
Just amazing. Now, how fun was that playing live?
It was another dimension, man.
I can imagine.
Can you imagine? Now, I was there when this was all and I'm just watching this. I'm a rocker. I've been in bands. I've recorded some stuff.
I gotta say.
These kids come in and just boom.
Turn the
that was
table
live. That was all. That was
Wow.
We were in the studio. They cut 3 songs. I don't think we were there 2 hours in the studio. Wow. Literally, they walked in, plugged in their guitars, and went. A bunch of kids.
We didn't
They
need
rocked
to.
it.
Teenagers.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Teenagers. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, awesome. And the drumming, the drumming, the guitaring, you're right, the guitar and the lead breaks, the movement and flow, it's so organic and it, yeah.
Nothing but
Something you should be very proud of.
The guitar player and the piano player are cousins. Is that what it is? Cousins?
Cousins,
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Can I say something?
I don't know if you noticed what I did here. I was separating my broken headphones and giving a piece to Sousapalooza, and I cut my finger on them.
Oh no!
Well, anyway, yes.
I didn't see much, and now I'm still seeing double actually.
Jam out.
I knew I would need my tie on my headphones for that one. Awesome.
Yeah.
I don't know what.
So Dave, are you still writing new material?
No.
Well, yes and no, because we have like 10 songs, and I've been trying to I've talked to a couple different studios, and it's we're going to have to expand our search. The couple studios we've used in the past are this guy is out in California now. The one where he did the creepy song, he's in California, so we're not going to drive out there to record. The one where he did his albums, they're doing soundtracks for like History Channel and stuff, and so they don't even want to. They're making a lot. I guess they're making a lot of money just selling soundtracks to the History Channel. Just happened to be one of them. Ones I'm not. They ran off a list of them, so they're not available. So I've been talking to a couple different people, and and of course I've been buried for the last month solid, really few months, but a month solid, with aging parents, which we talked about. And so anyway, short story, how about for people is that we do have about 10 songs, and they just.
Well, I mean, I take it back. It's not that I've been writing, but I have like B-side. They used to call them B-sides, the songs that you would have on the album, but you did never put on the album. I've played like 10, 12 of those, maybe more.
Well, what's the one where you had the 200 songs and they cut you off?
I was on I used Audacity, and I was on what the heck was I recording on?
Was that like MySpace or something? Or no, that was.
No, it was.
He had like 200 songs and they cut him off. Like they said, you can't put any more songs on here.
Really?
But we do have them all on a hard drive somewhere. So.
And then you must still have some in the shoebox, the cassette shoebox.
Yeah, I still have them written down in my little
like
diary or whatever
type stuff.
I would post them on Facebook, and like people would comment. I'm like, oh, cool! Someone commented, and maybe write another song. And Just got run down.
Awesome.
You know, that's so many. That's what we do. Is if it wasn't for the community actually listening, before I discovered this community, the most common reaction to my music was, well, it's different. And that was the kindest thing, including family.
Oh.
I kind of like the ones where you don't sing.
I get those vibes too sometimes, but I actually don't sing. If they don't want me to sing, I don't sing.
The reality of it is, I don't think anybody is making money, at least not much money, from any music these days.
Well, I had actually read it in the Bible. It was like, don't sell your music, give it away for free. So I gave most of it away for free.
Yeah. The joy you get from that and the joy that I get from sharing stuff in this community is priceless. I couldn't put a price on it.
That's great, man. I love this community, man.
I had this thought that, if I could lead one person to, maybe a beautiful moment, a transcendent moment. Maybe you know what I'm talking about when you listen to a song and you just say, wow, that is just, that's making my moment beautiful. I would feel good knowing that,
Yeah. Well, your song tonight gave me goosebumps.
Yeah, I was just going to say that message in that track you played earlier, that was absolutely beautiful. The video, and it's so perfect for this show. This show's all about family.
I can't even, you guys, I can't even thank you enough. I mean, you the support and the encouragement. You got to turn that down.
Like the old radio. You can't have the radio on when you're on the phone talking to the station.
The old transistor radio.
Yeah.
For all this, it's just been my cup's overflowing.
My joy has overfloweth.
My cup is just way overflowing, and my heart is happy.
Well, I'm so thankful for you guys and sharing the rainbow in your mind.
Our son.
He's just talking to me. I love it.
What's his name? Is his team?
Seriously?
Yeah, Sue.
Did you
know there's an elephant in the room we never talked about? We're both on the spectrum. Yeah, I didn't want to believe it, but we were doing some counseling, and the counselor said, "Hey,
Asperger's.
You're on the spectrum, right?" And I'm like, I didn't even know what she was talking about. Well, she prompted me. Well, take these quizzes, and they, and sure enough, yeah, okay, check. That's me. But you know what? That's who we are. We're individuals that will never. This is my chance to get in the millions and billions of coincidences that conspired to create us since the dawn of time until forever will never repeat. And our uniqueness is something to be celebrated, treasured, and it's our responsibility to be the best version of us that we can. But
Amen.
I'm glad I got to say that.
Amen.
He got it off his chest, man.
We're all the stones on the beach, and if the beach was filled with all stones that were exactly the same, it would be a slab of concrete, not a beautiful beach.
Yeah,
Exactly.
That's the truth, man.
Well, I want to take the time to. We're running out of time now. Vince Gianella's birthday is tonight, and he has a stream. After this show, everybody will be dumped over there. I hope to see you all there. He does have a little surprise.
And tonight's his actual birthday?
Tonight's his actual birthday.
Happy birthday, Vince.
So
go over and wish Vince a happy birthday.
Give him a like or two.
I want to thank you both for the amazing music that you produce and share, um,
Turn that
and
down.
then most importantly for your kindness, Steve. You're just such a generous and kind soul. You're loved by everybody in this community. I respect you immensely. Just thank you for being a friend. Um, honestly, and
I couldn't imagine a better compliment. You know, I mean, if you were gonna write something on my stone or whatever, hey, this was a nice guy. That would be good. Good. That would be.
well, I wrote it on the comment that you gave earlier. I wrote something you might like that. Dave,
Yes.
man, to have the support of your dad, it's from when I first spoke with your dad, he speaks so highly of you. Have you checked out this? Have you checked out that? Um, and like JJ, we didn't have that support. We did, but we didn't. Like maybe I had a little bit more than JJ did, but not like what's beside you, what's been in front of you all your life. You're an incredible talent, and an incredible being, and I'm so glad we all got to know you, and just keep rocking and keep up the amazing work that you're doing.
All right.
Yeah.
I look forward to hearing some of those 10 tracks you were just mentioning.
Yes.
We got some irons in the fire. We just gotta clear the plate away, and we're gonna have something. I promise.
Very cool.
I
Very
took it
cool.
to the next level, guys, because my dad's like, sometimes you gotta tweak the song a little bit. So I've been doing that for the past 2 years, and it's been just like bonfire. You know,
I like the idea of what's my word? Where you play the song over and over and evolves and you know yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
Gestate.
Yeah, you
can't remember what he said about it, but I
Yeah.
took it to heart.
Thank you guys for everything. JJ, I can't thank you enough for joining us here
You're
tonight.
most welcome. Most
You
welcome.
know,
It's a privilege.
I feel like I could maybe go live sometime now.
Yeah,
Totally.
you should.
Yes. Yes. Well, and good to see you, Susie.
Sousa Palooza show.
The Sousa show. That's got a nice ring to it.
Yeah.
Well, what the Sousa Palooza was I used to own 10 acres and a pole barn, and we used to have all our friends there, and that's what that was, is the Sousa Palooza.
No, it was Sue Stock
Well,
1 year. And then it was Sousa Palooza.
I love it.
Sounds like a blowout. Awesome. Awesome.
All right.
Nice rock.
Thank you for everything, guys.
You are so
No
welcome.
problem.
Thank you for coming. This has been another heartwarming show. I love this kind of a show. Not just good music, but good people. Well, we're all good people, but real people, real music, as someone once said.
So, once again, thank you both for coming on the show. It's been wonderful. A special thanks to JJ for making this happen. I know if you left it to Steve and I, we've been talking about this for over a year. I kept forgetting, and then he would email me back, and 3 months later it was in my junk, and I see the reply he gave, and it was, a shit show. But we finally did it. Thanks, JJ. You're amazing. There's a new talent member of my community there. Bandit Beats. Great to see you. Thank you to my amazing mods for all the support and encouragement and all that good stuff that you give. Thank you, Snooks, and for dropping all the artist links and just for being you. I love you. Hetriani, Mike and Don, Pookie Yan.
Thank you for covering for me tonight, Jay.
Yeah, and then of course DJ Big Red. Thank you for everything you do. Thank you to everybody and all the supporters and all the channel members and all of you that provide support from behind the scenes. I appreciate you. I love you all. Have a wonderful night. Please go over to Vince Janella and don't forget.
Yeah, is he having a cake where somebody like jumps out of a cake and everything? Big
Let's
party, I
see.
think.
It's gonna be fun. I want to go over there. But and don't forget Axe and Nacho at 11. It's gonna be a wonderful evening, Scotty. We will talk. I think you're in contact with Snooks, so let's get that happening. Love you all. Have a wonderful evening.
Thanks
Stay kind
everybody for stopping in.
Blessings for all you guys, man.
Stay kind and creative, everybody.
Stay kind.
Peace.
Let's do it. We're gonna end with Liza Day's Family.
What a great song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We are, we are, we are, we are. 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 Sister, brother, father, mother, we are one and the same. We are friends, chosen hearts, shared a force of nature. We are family, family, forever like a diamond, special treasure. We shine. Family, family, family. Are we not part of one another? All of this gold. Family. We are family. We are family. We are family.